Hello, I am Sarah Fleming. This is Ms. Tyrenika Jones.
Hi.
And I will be conducting the audit screening tool. Just for the description, Tyrenika is a part-time employee of Mountain View Investments, a very large corporate company. She was referred to the Human Resources Department by her supervisor, Ms. Graham, after missing a lot of work, coming in late, and generally underperforming her work tasks. Her mother passed away unexpectedly last year, and she's been struggling with her work performance in the last several months. Ms. Graham has found alcohol in her office and has talked to Tyrenika, but nothing has changed. Tyrenika knows she's at risk for losing her job and benefits. Although Ms. Graham has been trying to accommodate her as much as she can tell that she needs professional intervention. Mountain View Investments offers an employment assistance program through Human Resources, which provides employees with limited short-term counseling services. Hi Tyrenika, thanks for coming in to see me today. My name is Sarah. It's really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Now before we begin, I wanted to emphasize our confidentiality policy. Whatever you tell me will not affect your employment status at Mountain View Investments. Anything you share with me will be kept confidential, and I will not share anything you tell me today with anyone else without your consent. The limit of that confidentiality is if there is a risk for your safety or others, if you tell me that you would cause harm to yourself or hurt someone else. Is that okay?
Yes, I understand.
Great, thank you. So your supervisor, Ms. Graham, asked me to speak with you about a few things you shared with her. She mentioned that you were experiencing some challenges at work since your mother passed away last year. I'm so sorry to hear that happened.
Yeah, thank you.
Experiencing grief, as you know, is very challenging and difficult for everyone. We all experience it in different ways, and we cope with it differently too. What kind of things have you been doing that have helped you during this time?
Well, I'm not really sure. I cry a lot, that's for sure. I started back at work full-time about 6 months ago, and that has helped me some, just having a routine again. But I'm so tired, and I'm not sleeping very much these days. I think I should switch back to part-time, but I don't know if I can afford to lose my insurance.
Yeah, that's understandable and very reasonable concerns to have. What sort of social supports do you have right now?
Well, I am very blessed that I have a lot of close friends. They take me out a lot, buy me drinks, of course, try to help me take my mind off things. It usually helps, but sometimes we stay out so late that it's hard for me to get up in the mornings.
It's great to have close friends.
Yeah.
I'm so glad to hear that's something you can count on. Losing sleep is really tough, though. Have you ever missed work after a night out with your friends?
Oh yeah, several times. Miss Graham, she's been pretty understanding though, since I took my bereavement leave. She knows I've been drinking a lot too, but lately I've been worried that I've slipped up so much that I might lose my job altogether.
Having an understanding boss makes a big difference, for sure. Even with a supportive supervisor, though, this is still a challenging time for you, it sounds like. What other sort of things have been helpful?
Not much really. I usually just go home after work, drink some wine, watch Netflix shows, that sort of kind of thing.
Yeah, TV can definitely be a good distraction sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's a really good thing that you decided to talk to Miss Graham. It sounds like you have some really hard things happening right now, and I'm hearing that drinking has been causing some problems for you.
Yeah, I never really drank much before last year, but now it seems like it's just all I can do. It seems to help while I'm drinking, but then the next day I feel terrible. I'm not an alcoholic or anything like that. I just feel so much better when I drink though. Yeah. I don't know, I'm like so confused.
Yeah. Well, you do seem really insightful about your drinking habits, especially since the last year. Not many people are comfortable talking about this sort of thing.
Well, I guess I just don't know what else to do. I don't want to stop, but I'm afraid if I don't, then I can lose everything.
I'm hearing that there are some things that you like about drinking, like taking your mind off things, maybe distracting yourself from the pain or going out with friends. But I'm also hearing that it's making you feel bad and you're struggling at work and worried about losing your job.
Yeah.
Well, Tyrenika, it sounds like you're still struggling a lot, and I want you to know that I'm here to help as much as I can. In order to do that, I think it would be helpful for us to go through a couple of brief questions, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, this will help me get a clearer picture of where you're at now and how I might be best of support to you.
Okay, that's fine.
Great, thank you. So the next few questions come from the audit, which is a screening tool. It's just 10 questions about alcohol use. I want you to encourage you to be as honest as possible, and feel free to stop me if you have any questions at all.
Okay.
Okay. How often do you have a drink containing alcohol? Would you say never, monthly or less, 2 to 4 times a month, 2 to 3 times a week, or 4 or more times a week?
Well, probably 4 or more times a week lately.
Okay. And how many standard drinks containing alcohol do you have on a typical day when drinking? Would you say 1 to 4, 3 to 4, 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6, 7 to 9, or 10 or more?
I guess normally around 4 or 5, but sometimes I lose track. So I guess I'm gonna say 5 to 6.
Okay. And how often do you have 6 or more drinks on one occasion? Would you say never, less than monthly, monthly, weekly, or daily, almost daily?
Probably weekly, but not daily. A couple of times a week. I'm not really sure. I guess it depends on the week. Some are better than others, so I'm just going to say weekly.
Okay, weekly. During the past year, how often have you found that you were not able to stop drinking once you had started? Never, less than monthly, monthly, weekly, or daily or almost daily?
I guess I don't really stop. I kind of just fall asleep on the couch or something usually. But if I'm out, I can usually stop on my own. Maybe I should just answer with monthly.
Okay. How often during the last year have you failed to do what was normally expected of you because of drinking? Would you say never, less than monthly, monthly, weekly, or daily or almost daily?
Well, work has been hard lately. Getting up early is really tough sometimes. Ms. Graham has been really helpful, like I said, but I know I'm not doing enough to help the team. I guess weekly would make much more sense to me.
Okay. And how often during the last year have you needed a drink first thing in the morning to get yourself going after a heavy drinking session? Would you say never, less than monthly, monthly, weekly, or daily or almost daily?
Oh, the hair of the dog? I guess just once that happened. Does brunch with a few Bloody Marys counts? I'm guessing less than a month for sure.
Okay, less than monthly. And how often during the last year have you had a feeling of guilt or remorse after drinking? Would you say never, less than monthly, monthly, weekly, or daily, almost daily?
I don't really feel bad about it. I do feel bad that I let my boss down at work. And I guess I feel bad that I missed my nephew's birthday party last week. I was too buzzed to drive anywhere. So I'm just going to say weekly.
Okay, weekly. And how often during the last year have you been unable to remember what happened the night before because of your drinking? Would you say never, less than monthly, monthly, weekly, or daily, almost daily?
Yeah, that happens much pretty every night when I go out with the girls. We all get pretty blasted at the club and things get kind of fuzzy. But we all get home safe with a cab or something. That doesn't sound so good now when I say it out loud.
So
Weekly.
Weekly? Okay.
Yeah.
And have you or someone else been injured because of your drinking? Would you say no, yes, but not in the last year, or yes, in the last year?
No, never. I guess I've been lucky with that. I've lost my balance while wearing heels at the club, fell a couple of times, scratched up my knees, but not a big deal. So, no.
Okay. Has a relative, friend, doctor, or other healthcare worker been concerned about your drinking or suggested you cut down? Would you say no, yes, but not in the last year, or yes, in the last year?
Well, Ms. Graham suggested I come here, but I don't think she knows I drink a lot. Maybe she does. We've worked together for almost 8 years, and she knows me pretty well. My friends are worried I drink too much sometimes too alone. So that's why they tried to get me to come out and party with them. So I guess, yeah, in the last year.
Okay, thank you, Taranika. I really appreciate your honesty with those questions. I know it was asking a lot of personal information.
Oh, no, that's okay.
Okay, so based on what you've told me, I want to tell you that it puts you in a very high-risk category for alcohol dependence.
Oh, wow. I mean, I guess it's been a lot lately, but high risk?
Yeah, I definitely recommend taking action on this, and coming to talk with me today was a really great first step. I'd like to recommend a few things if you'd like to hear them. Would that be okay?
Okay, yeah.
Well, first, I want to recommend that you speak with your doctor about this and see if she or he may make any recommendations. If you need help finding a provider, I'd be more than happy to help.
Well, I actually have a checkup appointment scheduled next week. I can talk